What do you do with this? Next thing I want to talk about for you guys is something to do when you have these really bad pans. So we can sit and work on these guys for a long time. Same thing with this one. It's got some pitting, it's got some chunks on it, it's got some seasoning. Almost looks like paint chipping off, but what it is that layers and layers of polymerized oil that you want to get loosened up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these 3 pans and one more that we have in a lye bath. Sodium hydroxide, lye, drain cleaner, methyl ethyl bad. Sodium hydroxide, 100%, 1 pound to 5 gallons of water. We're going to use this tub or this tote to soak them because what I have here is a number 10 pan. This number 10 has sat for a long time, needs a lot of love, a lot of work, and you can see here what that seasoning is coming off, that carbonization, that polymerization of that. So this guy has actual chunks of stuff. That lye is going to eat for us. So we're going to prepare that lye bath. Ideally you want warm water for this. And when you put these pans in, make sure you're putting them in so that they don't nest like this. You want to put them in like this so they have a chance to have the solution all the way around them. So we're going to put these 4 pans in the lye bath. We're going to get that all set up. And you're going to leave that in there for 3 to 5 days. So this is not a quick process, but it is a safe process. You could leave it in there for a month. You could leave it in there for 6 months if you want. It's not going to hurt the pans, but it is going to spend more time working on it. So this pan is the by far the burliest one I've ever worked on. It is in rough shape. So I'm kind of excited to see how the lye bath does for this one. So we're going to get that solution made up and get them dropped in. All right, guys, lye bath. Don't be dumb. This will burn you. Like, it's awful. Super caustic. Gloves, glasses. The neutralization for this is that same bottle of vinegar that we had, which is just off the side there. If some of this does splash on your skin, anything like that, you neutralize it with vinegar. Doesn't feel very awesome, but probably won't die. So anyway, 5 gallons of water, 1 pound of lye. Put the water in the tub first. Then it's a little bit easier to get this guy mixed up and go from there. So you're just gonna spread it in there. Just kind of sprinkle it. We're gonna mix it up with, stand by. It'd be a time for the lid to come up. Okay. Kids, we'll like this. Yep, so just gently stir this up. Again, you're gonna wanna make sure you're not splashing this around. It's not gonna hurt the plastic tub, but it will eat organic substances. Part of the reason it works on cutting some of this old stuff, the polymerized oil or the seasoning off of there, is because that organic compound in the oil or the fat, whatever you're doing, is what it's eating at, and it'll loosen it up for you. So that's the goal here. So again, you don't have to be worried about chasing this thing down in 3 days. Put it in on a Saturday, check it the next Saturday. Easy. FYI, don't put an aluminum pan in here. I will eat aluminum, like disintegrated, gone, nothing left. So something important to know. Okay, awesome. All right, once the sodium hydroxide, the lye, is mixed up in there, you're gonna set your pans in. So like I said, we have 4 pans today. Set this burly one in there first. Just be really careful when you set it in there. Don't splash it. Try not to get it on your hands. That's why we're wearing gloves. And also too, a 5-gallon bucket works great for this, except this number 10 is too big for a 5-gallon bucket. So that's why we're using the tote. Just want to make sure the pans are fully submerged in there. And yeah, we're gonna put a lid on it so no one can fuss with it or no little creatures can drink from it. So this guy's just gonna sit here in our little sunny spot in the outdoor kitchen here for the next 3 to 5 days. And, I'll show you guys what that looks like when we pull the lid. Hey guys, it's been 5 days since we put the cast iron in our tub of lye. So this is what this is going to look like when you pull the lid off of your bucket or off of your tub. So you can see the liquid is black or dark brown, and then we have a lot of stuff built up on the surface here of things that. So again, make sure you guys are wearing gloves, make sure you're wearing glasses. Look at that just come off. Okay. So we're going to get these guys rinsed off. They're going to require a little bit of scrubbing. That's okay. You're going to come back again with your vinegar solution and your Scotch-Brite pad or a brush. Clean up all the rust spots, any staining that you don't want to see, and then rinse them off. And then make sure that you get that light coat of oil on them so they don't flash rust on you. Okay, so here's a good example of, well, check this out. This was a pan that was around for a long time. Look at this. So all this, the old seasoning. So that is old oil and old food. And yeah, so this one cleaned up really, really nice. Same thing with the bottom. All that's just gonna come scrubbed right off. Easy peasy. So that looks really good. I'm really happy with that one. I think I got another one in here. So this is the one that we worked really, really hard on. This one's gonna take a lot more love, a lot more scrubbing. We might even leave this in the lye for a little bit longer. So this is the one I found in that bucket of water in the barn. So it's had some pretty decent pitting, pretty deep damage to it. So we're gonna leave this guy in the solution for a little bit longer. While we get these other guys cleaned up. So check this out. You can see this just peeling off. All this old garbage. This one also is going to clean up really, really nice. We're getting back down to metal. Beautiful. All right, we're going to get these guys cleaned up. We're going to leave that really bad one in the jug for a little bit longer. We're going to get these rinsed and scrubbed out, and then we're on to seasoning and how to clean them. So, to recap, guys, vinegar and water solution, no more than 50-50 vinegar and water. Squirt it on the pan, let it sit no more than a half an hour. Elbow grease, Scotch-Brite pad, or a stiff bristled brush. Just keep working it. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You'll eventually get all the rust out. Take some time. As soon as you get all that rust off, you're going to clean the pan with fresh, clean water, dry the pan. Hopefully you can heat it up either on a burner or in the oven. You're going to put a thin coat of oil on it if you're not ready to season it yet. And that keeps away that flash rust. Really bad pans, you're going to put 1 pound genuine drain cleaner, lye, into 5 gallons of warm water. Submerge the pans, let them sit 3 to 5 days, and then go through the process of rinsing them off, cleaning them up, gloves, eyes, all the things. So, hope this was helpful for you guys. If you got any questions, please leave in the comments below, and hope you have the best day ever. Mumble, not the mush mouth bloopers, but like the intentional, like you can't say, look at this shit on YouTube. You can, but it's a family show, really.